So there we were, wheel to wheel, with the nastiest racing cars I've ever seen. Razor-sharp chrome gleaming in the dark. Weapons bristling under rumbling hoods.
Oh, the Kras City Welcoming Committee. Have a drink, friend.
Yeah, well, whoever they were, they messed with the wrong racers. Jack and I are world famous. And we're connected, too. We've been, invited to Kras City for the reading of some will. A rich guy named Crew.
A big gang lord?
Yeah, big is right. We were Crew's muscle in Haven City, but old Tub of Butter kicked the bucket. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah! Slowly, the racers circled us. The smell of fear hung in the air. And the smell of something else, too. I told Jack, who's the sucker?
Sounds like this city's terribly dangerous. Maybe we should get law enforcement to crack down.
Yeah, well, this place don't scare us. No nasty gang is gonna get us to turn tail and run.
Sounds like they had you dead to rights. How did you survive? Barely able to handle himself, but with my help, we took them all out, until only one was left. Really? You know, people in this town have a way of getting in over their heads. Like at the bottom of the ocean.
Easy, boys. My story's almost over.
Yes, it is.
Wait a minute, it gets better! Really!
Dax, get in the car!
Jack! Are you crazy? You ruined my story!
Now!
Yeah! What are you waiting for? Step on it, Jack!
I told you not to go out. We're getting death threats, Dax. Someone doesn't want us here.
You think? I say we take the next boat home.
Not a chance. Hang on!
Jack!
Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Randomize and this is a brand new thing. This is a Let's Challenge of Jack X Combat Rating. Jack X Combat Racing. Come on, let's get my words straight. So obviously we have done Jack 1, we have done Jack 2 as Let's Races. We're hoping to eventually get to Jack 3, but obviously we've got to wait for Teal and Satcoms to get to start doing their version of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at this, Jack X in the meantime, and we're going to do a Let's Challenge of it. And obviously this is going to be a variation on a Let's Challenge because Jack X is a PS2 game and hence does not have trophies, which are obviously what I've been using as my sort of measure of how well I've been doing when I've been doing PS3 games. So the way this is going to work is every time this game is sort of split up into various racing challenges. So you have individual sort of races segments throughout the game, and there are like I think there are 20 per chapter, and there are 4 chapters in the game essentially. And the way we're going to do it is we're going to play on Hero Mode, because Hero Mode is the hard version of this game, and I feel like I actually need the challenge for Hero Mode. So as you can see here, we have our 0% Hero Mode save just here, our new save. And what we're going to do the Adventure Mode, and what's going to happen is I'm going to work it like this. Because Hero Mode is really, really difficult, and I mean properly challenging, it's going to take multiple times to try and complete the various things. the way this is going to work is, if you finish first, you get a gold medal, and you get 3 medal points. If you get silver, you get 2. If you come third, you get bronze, you get 1. And essentially, you need a set number of medal points to continue with the game. So, various new tracks unlock as you gain more medal points, etc. How it works like that. So what we're going to do is essentially, for every time I get a gold medal on my first go at a challenge, I gain a life. But every time that I fail to get a medal on any go, so that doesn't mean first, second, third, whatever, I lose a life. So if I fail to come first, second, or third, I lose a life and it fails. Whereas if I get a gold medal, I gain a life. If I get a silver medal or a bronze medal first time, I don't lose a life, I don't gain life, and I can continue onwards. But then what happens is, you then obviously have the pressure of then continuing onwards. If I leave a challenge, say when I get a silver medal, the next time I have to do that challenge again in order to progress with the game, say I need 1 more medal point in order to unlock the next level. If I need to do that silver medal I can convert into a gold medal. I can try and convert that into a gold medal by obviously attempting it again. But if I get the gold medal, I obviously don't gain another life. But if I fail to get the gold medal, so if I come into a level second hand, so if I have a second go at any challenge and I don't get gold on it, I lose a life. So if I come back to it, it's all about getting first place every single time. So anyway, we are going to start the adventure mode of this game, and I really enjoy this game. This game is essentially my Mario Kart. I never had a Nintendo console, really, when I was growing up. The first Nintendo console first Mario Kart game I ever played was Mario Kart DS, and then Wii. But it was really all about, for me, it was all about this. This was such a great, amazing game, sort of built on. This and CTR Crash Team Racing were my 2 favourite racing games.
Let's get this over with and blow this.
And unfortunately, we're seeing big slowdown.
Whose daughter? Rain.
Crew had a daughter?
Crew? Reproduced? Ew. Can you imagine what that tub of jelly must look like?
Thank you for coming to Kras City. It looks like some didn't make it. Ah, well. I'm Rain. Before Father died, his wishes were simple. To have his will played for his closest associates, and for us to drink to his passing. This special vintage he kept for the very occasion, to toast his death. Here's to old friends, and to Father's untimely death. So without further delay, his message to us.
Hello, nearly friends, and mostly enemies. If you're listening to this message, I must be dead. Oh, well, as you all know, I loved racing almost as much as I loved weapons. Alas, I never fulfilled my living dream of winning the biggest race of all, the Kras City Grand Championship. But even in death, I will field the greatest racing team ever assembled and win the biggest race on the planet. You are the best of the best, and you will race for me.
Never forget it.
I expect you're all riled up by now, so let me tell you why you will race, and you will win. If all went as planned, you just give a touching toast in my honor. Sorry to say, I put poison in that special vintage. Quite unsporty, Amelia.
Father!
This is where Rain probably gets upset. Sorry, dear. It's a slow-acting poison, or you'd already be dead. We have just enough time to finish this year's racing season. If you race for me and win, my associates will provide you each with an antidote to the poison. Simple, eh?
What the hell did you do to us?
Please, I didn't know. I drank it too. Father never did play favorites.
Yeah, well, your father's crazy.
We're all crazy for coming here.
I think she's telling the truth.
Well, it's been 1 minute, so I figure by now you're all arguing about how to get out of this mess. My advice is trust no one, win the race, and save yourselves.
Jack, next time you invite me to one of your little parties, don't!
We can do this. We can race. And we can beat Crew at his own game.
Father bought us the best mobile racing garage money can buy, and each of you has a racing car waiting. We're in this together, so let's get to it.
So there you go, the whole premise of this game. Unfortunately, we did have some slight slowdown at the start there, but that's no real issue. Hopefully it won't occur too many times throughout the various cutscenes. But yeah, as you can see, so obviously we got old Crew is still up to his old tricks, and obviously it's quite good that we actually only just played Jack 2, because obviously Crew is still strong in the memory. So this is obviously just a very quick little walkthrough. The classic holding brake is reversed, is always an interesting one.
Feel the controls? Your racer has great steering response, and trust me, you'll need it for some of the more challenging courses. Green Eco powers your vehicle's damage control. When you pick up Green Eco, you repair damage on your vehicle. So
again, yeah, all we're doing is we're just doing this sort of the various tutorials and stuff to start off with this. We got 5 rounds of training. Just introducing to the various things. The first one is, as you can see, Green Eco. The second one, I believe, is Blue Eco. The third one is jumping and drifting.
Okay, take the vehicle out for a spin and let's see what you've got.
Fourth one is forward-facing weapons with Yellow Eco, and the final one is reverse-facing weapons with Red Eco.
Use it when you really want to burn up the track.
Essentially, this Blue Eco is the most important stuff.
You got turbo power. Use it, Jack, and drop the hammer.
I always think, in many ways.
That's speed. Trust me, you'll need it.
This game just has a wonderful sort of reliance on speed. You get a real sort of sense of speed. You also get a real sense of all the weapons sort of have their own impact. I just love the drifting. I think the drifting in this game really is what makes it for me. It just feels so good when you get it right. So obviously we are going to demolish this target time. As you can see, we are just going to zip through. Fortunately, you can't skip this, even though obviously this is a challenge. This is a hero mode, and obviously, so that means I have already finished the game. But it's no issue. We'll just zip through all of this, and then we'll eventually get onto the first race, which is actually really tough.
To get into a power slide on turns, you'll need to use power slides to get around aggressive corners. Try getting into a slide, Jack.
So the easiest way to get up to the slide is just to
turn and hang on. Great, nice slide.
Is that?
You can pull a 180 turn by holding down the emergency brake. Get up to speed and give it a try.
So the that's the 180.
You're looking good. If you want to catch a little air, use the car's jump jets. Jump jets give you a little boost off the ground when you need it, and will maximize your hang time. Try jumping, Jack.
So then you want to get a hang time. All you need, I think, is 2 seconds for that, but that's fine. Again, nothing too simple. No, sorry, nothing too difficult. Next one is the Yellow Eco, which again is yellow is good fun actually. So the yellow, this is when you start getting introduced to the various weapons.
Power up your car and give you lots of options while you race. Try picking up a little Yellow Eco.
I love the music in this game. I'm just going to say it right now.
The Eco will be processed, and an energy weapon will come online. An icon will appear telling you what weapon you've got. That icon means you have missiles.
So, essentially, yeah, we're just going to kill some drones.
Weapons Yellow Eco will give you, and the icons tell you which one you currently have available. Each weapon is unique, and each has strategic advantages in different situations. You'll have to experiment with each type to find your favorite. You also have a dark eco meter. You can power that up by using your weapons. The more you use them, the higher the meter will go. The higher the dark eco meter, the more powerful your weapons will get.
So yeah, so again, you know, obviously lots and lots of tutorial stuff. Just make sure you don't drive off the track. It's always a good thing.
Eco's max. Dark eco makes your weapons more powerful until you crash.
Yeah, so getting your Dark Eco Max is a really good thing to do. It changes all of your weapons, turns them into pretty much a lot better versions of what they are. As you can hopefully see, hopefully you can tell that my weapons have improved. And there we go.
About yellow eco, let's move on.
So I really enjoy the music in this game. I think it really adds to the experience. I think it really makes it feel like a proper sort of combat racing.
Okay, let's try something new. Red eco is for rear weapons. Try picking up red eco.
So last bit of tutorial, and then we'll be able to finally move on.
That icon says you now have a red eco mine. You can activate a red-powered weapon with its own special fire button. Remember, this button will only discharge red weapons, and they go out the back. Try dropping a mine, Jack. Good job! That'll give someone a headache. Oh no! Some of Mizo's gang are on the track! Look out! He's launched a missile! Drop a mine as a counter move! Nice!
So all now you got to do is just drive along. Every time someone targets you with missiles, you can use a red eco weapon to block it. And you do a lot of this, obviously, when you're driving, you know, in non-tutorial races, essentially. Thankfully, they're a lot kinder here, and they'll obviously only hit you with missiles when you have red eco weapons, which is nice, obviously. Very nice of them. But again, this is nothing too difficult, as you would expect at this stage of the game. Obviously, as a tutorial.
Now let's see if you can hang with the big boys.
So there we go, training missions are complete, boom. And then we're now going to be able to do the first challenge here, which is a circuit race. So obviously a circuit race is just standard. You have a set number of laps, you've got to finish the number of laps as fast as possible. And as you can see, this is how you have 4 areas of the world. You have Spargus, which you see in Jack 3, is a location in Jack 3 that obviously we haven't got to yet, but anyway. You have Kras City, which is the new one for this. You've got Haven City, obviously, it's self-explanatory. And then you've got the Icelands, which is, again, sort of like, I guess, the ice, or well, kind of like Snowy Mountain maybe that you go visit in Jack 1, I guess. Or it's essentially a marauder wasteland, and marauders are again people you encounter in Sparkus. But anyway.
Next time you've got a break, you come help me move the tree.
Okay. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to start off here in Spargus. We have Spargus City. This is, as you can see, it shows you a small map of the track. And what's really cool, I think, about this game is that all the maps, a lot of the maps in each area sort of interlink, and you have various sections of the map that are sort of, you know, that are related in different tracks. But anyway, as you can see, we'll have our circuit race.
This is a racing challenge, Jack, but this sport's called combat racing for a reason. Everyone on the track will have weapons, and they won't be afraid to use them. You'll be up against some pretty tough drivers, so watch yourself. The object is to complete the set number of laps faster than everyone else, but also do it in one piece. Just keep your car on the track, be a hard target to hit, pick your battles wisely, and get to the finish line as fast as you can. Go get 'em, Jack!
So as you can see, before each one, you get a little quote there from one of the various characters. Obviously, that is Kira. We have our freeze rally here. So what this is locked, and we need 4 medal points in order to access this. We need 39 to do the death race. So we have our circuit race here. And as you can see, I currently have 596 orbs. The reason for that is because your orbs carry over from your previous game. But the idea that I've had is essentially I haven't upgraded my car whatsoever. None of my cars have been upgraded. So you essentially get 4... So you get 4 weapons per cup. So this is obviously the red eco cup, except for the final one where you think you get them all. And so you've got the Road Blade, the Basher, the Dragonfly, and the Howler 99. I prefer using the Road Blade personally. Obviously the Howler 99 is really fast, and so is the Dragonfly, but I prefer the Road Blade just because of how it feels. It doesn't. The Dragonfly tends to roll a lot, and the Howler 99 gets a bit out of control, I find. But anyway, so like I said, I have orbs because the orbs carry over from your previous non-hero mode save file, but I didn't upgrade any of my weapons. I didn't want to give myself any sort of advantages before that. So the aim is not to essentially, I shouldn't go below 600 orbs, otherwise I've upgraded beyond than I should be able to. But I've got it, so as you can see you can upgrade when you get precursor orbs. You get precursor orbs by doing the races and you get them for various parts. You can do body parts, so that means you can change the various, the look of your vehicle. You can change it to like that one looks quite cool. Side panels. Like maybe that one, and so yeah, you know, you got all these various options you can use. We'll just check the hood. I gotta choose that one, and then you know, so essentially, I won't be like varying my car too much, but what I think I did do is I think I have bought several new wheels, but I'm pretty sure the wheels in this game are almost certainly just cosmetic and don't actually really impact anything. And then obviously you can also respray your paint jobs, so you can change how it looks. I'm gonna go for I quite like that actually. Orange and black. You can accessorize it with various accessories that you, so you can have antennas and helmets. They're all things you buy with precursor orbs in the secret store. But anyway, here we go. Sparkle City Circuit Race. Hopefully we can do this. Obviously if I fail this, if I don't get first, second or third, we lose the lock straight away. But let's challenge, I should say.
High-speed racing. As usual, yours truly, GT Blitz, will give you a pit road view of all the action as the best racers of the world swap paint in their quest to claim the Kras City Grand Championship trophy. In the end, only one wheel jockey will claim the prize as the greatest racer in the land. And we'll be here to cover all the thrills, chills, and spills. The season's first race kicks off in a few minutes, so stay tuned and keep those engines coming.
The first race.
I fear this affair will end badly. A wise man once said, "Be watchful of those in front of you, but beware of those behind."
What wise man said that?
I did.
Look, none of us is happy about this, but we might as well make the best of it.
My father provided everything we need to win. One of us can do it if we all...
Your father got us into this mess, so zip it before I come over there and play daddy.
Well, well, I was told we had some fresh wax rookies this year, but I had to eyeball it for myself. GT Blitz is the name. I'm the Kras City Racing Commissioner and star of the highest syndicated sports event on the planet. I just came by to wish you luck and to skid down a few rules. No side bets, no cheating, no rule breaks, or we'll break you. You in gear? This is show business, boys and girls. Only the best racers move up to the bigger event, so make me happy and make the crowd scream.
Let's race.
Welcome to the
Okay, so, like I was, just so you know, unfortunately what will happen is there will be some drivers here that haven't technically been sort of unlocked, as it were. So normally, oh, we got a boost.
Is that your best?
So occasionally if you hit the accelerate button at just the right time, you can get boosts at the start, which is really nice. But essentially, what I was saying is, there are some drivers, essentially, who haven't necessarily been unlocked yet in terms of story, but will be racing because we're in hero mode. So examples of that would be the current SIG and GR86 that you can see on the left-hand side. Those guys are both unlocked later in the Red Cup Grand Prix, but essentially they normally wouldn't appear in this first race because you haven't been introduced to them as characters in terms of their position in this game. Shiv is one of the new sort of marauder guys. You saw him in the opening cutscene with Dax, and he, along with essentially Edge and Cutter, are the... So Cutter, you can see him just there. So him, Edge, and Cutter are the three people who are introduced just as essentially extra NPCs, largely. That's largely their role in the game. So as you can see, currently we're getting quite a lot of luck here in terms of we've been given lots of good defensive weapons. In terms of, obviously, we've had lots and lots of shields, which is really useful. That little thing is a little drone that flies behind us, and if someone drives into it, it just takes them out. And we get max. So as you can see, whenever you get max dark eco, i.e. my boost becomes purple, you start getting the purple glow, all the weapons become better. When that happens, you get max health back, which is really, really helpful in some situations, and also very, very unhelpful if you're, if you're trying to kill an opponent and they just, you fire your missiles, you think it's going to take them out, and then they get juiced up, which does happen quite a lot, unfortunately. If you're unlucky. So let's just get this drift. Oh, beautiful.
No!
I did not see that whatsoever, so I have no idea where that came from. So as you can see, Ashlyn there had a blue health. That means she was juiced up at the time. For normally it's green and orange to red, and then I think for the juiced up people it will be you start off purple and then it turns blue as it gets lower. So we get lots and lots of... We've been really lucky this race so far, because what we've been able to do is we've been able to get in the lead and just hold our lead, which is really, really helpful. Like, I've been doing lots of killing, but there were still people behind us that, which is really, really good. I think we've got a huge lead here.
Okay, that hurt.
Typical, I'll be going on about how difficult this game is, and then we'll just destroy it completely. You can see that we are a long way ahead of next people who are just above us. And so that's one of the lovely things about this game, is that you end up getting sort of like death cams, and for especially, or particularly brilliant kills or whatever the camera decides to decide on, you'll occasionally just get. If you die, you do get your own death cam, but if you kill someone in a particular way, they'll often do that. So I've now got a death shield. Death shields are really, really useful. They essentially kill enemies in one go. And we get a gold medal! Awesome. So, that was a really, really good race. Not gonna lie, that was probably the best time I've ever done that. As you can see, we only had one death, which was again a freak fluke that I had no idea that happened. 12 kills, good hang time, good power slide. You get a load of event winnings, which is really good, and that'll allow us to upgrade our cars, because that's essentially in terms of orbs. Don't know how suddenly precursor orbs are a lot more prevalent than they were in 2 and Jak 3, which we obviously haven't done yet. And we can return to the menu with an extra life intact, which is really good.
You saw it here, folks. At least those of you who didn't die yawning or switch to the brand channel. An unknown driver wins his first big race in lackluster fashion. So, tell us what happened out there. Were you frightened?
No.
Well, wait till you race against the big name drivers.
It gets worse.
Much. Think you can handle it?
Give him a break.
I'll take that as a no, or no comment. And with that, let's take it down to Greaser in pit row. That's a wrap. Listen, I'm not getting much smoke off you guys. I need more spin, more heat. Ratings were down 13 points on that last race. Not happening. If you want to get into the club, you gotta win a lot more, and you gotta win big. Accumulate serious points, and maybe I'll give you another interview. If you're still around.
So, with our 3 points from that, we can now go to Kras City, and we have 2 unlocked challenges here. We've got the loading docks, which I think is a death race, and we have a dirt stadium, which will probably be an arena battle. But can't remember what they're called.
This is a death race, Jack, and it's one of the crowd's favorite events. The object of this challenge isn't just to race, but also to take out as many other cars as you can before time runs out. You get points for each vehicle kill. No, it's not pretty, but you've got to do this to qualify for later events. Just keep moving and keep shooting. Remember, you'll earn higher points in each lap. On your second lap, you'll get double points per kill, and on your third, triple points. So it's best to race fast and get to the higher laps as early as you can.
So, as Kira says quite eloquently there, yeah, death races, essentially you end up with drones, they essentially will spawn in front of you on the track, and your aim is to try and take them out as quickly as possible, and you've got to take out as many of them as possible. So in hero mode, obviously in hero mode, the change to like CPUs in in like normal races is just that the CPUs are a lot faster, a lot stronger. In death races, what you end up is your the targets that you have to reach are a lot higher. I don't know what it is in normal mode. This one, I can't remember, but it's not 210. Let me put it that way. 210 is quite high. So as you can see, you get a point for every kill. You also get a point if you start getting kills in combos, which you can see up top, the kill combo, and then that gets added to your total. But again, my aim, these tasks like this, where you're not racing against CPUs, these are the sort of ones where I should be getting gold medals, I think. These are the ones because, you know, there's no CPUs here to sort of... It's far more about my ability rather than, you know, getting lucky with CPUs not killing me or whatever. Oh, come on. Oh, lovely. So what we're going to be at the end of the first... I do like loading docks, I think it's a nice track. So we get 90 odd after the first lap. But obviously now we start getting 2 per kill, which is really, really good. So we'll start getting our score a lot faster. Grenades are my least favourite weapon, so that's what I've currently got. What I've been got for the last 2 rounds. This is the upgraded version. Obviously, another important thing in death races is to get to, you know, your purple max dark eco mode as fast as possible, because obviously your weapons are improved and everything is better. So as we'll make our way around here. Come on. A boost. Give me a boost. Thank you. Where's the music gone? So I don't know why there's no music currently, but anyway. So as you can see, we just broke bronze, which is pretty good. Oh, there's music good. Just paused for quite a long time for some reason. Come on. Ooh, are we going to get gold? Are we going to get gold? This could actually be close. Gotta get some good kills now. Okay, 3. That sort of car carcass sort of blocked me off there. No, I've not. Oh man, 281. I thoroughly expected to get gold on that. Okay, silver medal. That's not too bad. So we don't lose a life, but we don't gain a life. And I'm going to choose to, obviously we can continue now.
Except for a little rash in the nether regions, I feel fine. Maybe Crew was bluffing about the whole poison thing.
I had the bottle analyzed. There were traces of black shade at the bottom, a rare and deadly plant found in the wasteland. You were poisoned, all right.
Father, never cut corners. Trust me, it's the real deal.
Never fear! When the going gets tough, Jack will get us out of it.
We're just gonna have to win the whole thing.
Against those lunatic racers out there? What are the odds?
You don't want to know.
No offense, guys, but I'm not going to trust my life to anyone but me. Just stay out of my way. I'll win.
Well, somebody here had better win, or I'm gonna be very pissed and very dead.
Oh dear. Jax. I love Dexter, but anyway, so, we obviously have 2 choices. We're going to do the Dirt Stadium now. Again, a lot of the...
This is a death match, Jack. It's combat to the death between you and other drivers in an arena. There's no mercy here. No place to hide. It's just head-to-head combat and survival of the fittest. The driver with the most kills at the end wins the match. There are no points for second place. Good luck.
That's not true. There is obviously points for second place here, and getting second isn't actually too bad, obviously, for us. But hopefully what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to... again, the arena matches are another sort of area which I'll be sort of targeting to try and win all of them. Obviously, I did so well on the doing that for the death race, but yeah, essentially these aren't too bad. Again, the CPUs are much harder. What usually happens is you'll end up with like 1 or 2 guys who will start getting a lot of kills quite fast, and you've just got to watch out for them. I've got people trailing me.
Oh yeah, this was for you.
Shouldn't have used my red eco weapon there, but oh well.
You can't win, Jack.
Oh yeah. That's always annoying when the person you're trying to kill has got the better weapon than you. So as you can see, Ashlyn is currently... Oh, she's... As you can see, Ashlyn is juiced up, which is really obviously very useful in this sort of format. There is obviously health on this map. I believe it's in the middle. There might be another one also located up. Okay, that should hopefully take out him. How are we doing? Okay, we're in second. That's not so bad. Okay, let's take you out. Come on. Please tell me I'm doing damage. There we go. Boom. Death shield. Oh, you're kidding me. Of course she got her own shield, just as I could kill her with death shield. Oh well. We got another death shield here, which is good. Boom. Boom. Okay, so we should be doing okay now. I think we're in the lead. Good. Okay.
Another big crash.
Boom. Another one. And there we go. Killed with the mines. Sweet. So we get a gold medal again, which is really, really nice. We currently have 2 gold medals, two gold medals first time, which means we have 2 lives. That's not too bad. So that is going to be it for this first episode of my Let's Challenge of Jack X Combat Racing. In the next episode, we are going to initially do Kras City. I think we got a freeze rally next.
This is a freeze rally, Jack.
Which is essentially a time trial, but you've got to hit things along the way to sort of slow down the time. And we've also got Seaport Strip, which is a turbo? No, circuit race.
Kras City street track.
So we've got a circuit race, we've got freeze rallies, and obviously we've had lots of cutscenes and introductions to everything, so this hopefully in the next few episodes we'll maybe be able to do 4 or 5 races per episode. But anyway, hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope you will join me on the next.